Welcome back. Why are you trying to do the extendo? Welcome back to the Crazy Gates. We have a very special surprise for you. I'm sure you guys have probably already noticed if you're watching via video. We got a new camera, y'all.
Look at this. Real time.
Like, it captures all of that bullshit.
Fun.
Bro, especially for streaming.
Let me fix my hair.
Especially for streaming, y'all will be able to see, like, the pores on my face. Like, I'm going to do something a little out of character.
Don't look at the pores on my face, but you can look at Bino's.
Guys.
Oh, now it's blurry because you're too close.
Doesn't matter. So we got a new camera. Everything is great with this. It's just one step further, or one step closer to our eventual podcast goals with this.
Yeah, if you look behind us, don't look too closely because it is a little bit messy back there, but I painted the wall. You probably noticed a couple streams ago, but that's going to be our backdrop.
So yeah, got a lot of new things coming up. Sorry to get that little plug in there. But yeah, welcome back to the Crazy Gates podcast. We have a little things we want to talk about. We do have a tier list, our first ever tier list on the show that we're going to be doing later. So stay tuned for that.
But first, let's talk about yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
I couldn't go to sleep. I couldn't fall asleep yesterday. I was awake until 3:30 in the morning.
Let me just tell you from my point of view. So I had already put Kayla to bed at midnight, 11:50, if you will.
Because I have work in the morning, right? So I always try to go to bed around midnight-ish. Absolute latest, 1 a.m.
So yeah, we put Kayla to bed, and I'm streaming, right? And it's 12:45, 12:50, and I just hear the door open, the bedroom door open. So Kayla's awake still, which is way out of character. She should be asleep, and then she just peeks on the side of the corner of the doorway here and looks into where I'm streaming, and just peeks and goes back to me. And so then I pause my stream, I mute my mic. I'm like, yo, what's going on? What are you doing? He's like, I can't sleep. And it would look very cute for because it just looked like a 5-year-old coming out because I had a nightmare, I couldn't fall asleep. So that was the first instance. So I look at
Kayla up.
So I look at Kayla, go back to bed. I don't even think I interacted with her at that point.
You didn't.
I did. I just say, all right, Kayla, I'm sorry you can't go back to sleep, but I'm streaming. Do what you need to do. Play with the kitty. But go back to bed.
Yeah.
So Kayla goes back to bed.
Yep.
So now I'm done streaming, right?
It's 2:30, 2:45-ish.
I'm doing my regular rounds around the night, playing the kitty from time to time, seeing who's online for playing games, play little games on my solo, make a midnight snack. I'm doing regular night owl shit. Then I get a DM from Kayla saying, I'm still not asleep. Bro, I'm saying it's 2:30 in the morning. We're way past, you're going to wake up tired tomorrow. You are going to be exhausted in the morning. So now I'm not mad, but now I'm all right, got to put on the adult belts and just walk into the room listen, young lady, you got to go to bed. So then I try to cuddle her there a little bit, say, all right, we'll go to bed together. I'll try to sleep you down.
We brought my iPad in. We put on a cartoon, something to hopefully if I watched a TV show, I'd fall asleep. Nope. And then and then after the cartoon, Eno went back outside to finish his snack and doing whatever he was doing. And I had to lay there, force myself to go to sleep.
I don't know. I was talking with Link about it earlier this morning too while I was making breakfast.
You were?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he gave me a term for love. You had the zoomies. You had the equivalent of every girlfriend, every hot girlfriend goes through this when it gets close to the end of the night. They get into their gremlin mode where they're mischievous. They're making jokes or they're getting the zoomies. So Link put it as a good example as that. But the thing that caught me yesterday too is we're trying to go to sleep, we're laying down, and I'm putting her down to bed, and she looks at me and is like, "What time zone does the North Pole have?"
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here yeah, shut your ass up. Wait a minute, she has a point.
So if you think about it, when you were like learning geography, right? There's the latitude, which is sideways, and then there's the longitude, which divvies up the different time zones. But because the world is a circle, obviously they all come to a point at the north and the south. I couldn't care less about the South Pole. Santa's not there. North Pole. What time zone is it?
And so...
Because all the time zones converge.
What time is it?
What time is it?
Because I even looked at her. I'm sitting here like, this is a stupid-ass question. It's obviously...
What?
Exactly. And that's what I caught myself. I'm like, all right, let me Google it. They say they have no time zone.
And that's your fun fact for the day. You can just pick whatever time you want when you're in the North Pole.
Go onto your phone right now. Pause the podcast. Go onto your phone and just look up North Pole time zone. You will see, like, in that bold, like, writings, like, there is no time zone. You can use all time zones for North Pole. So
if you want to use Eastern Standard, go for it. If you want to use Pacific, go for it. You want to use something, whatever they call it out in, like, Russia, go for it.
I'm just sitting here, like...
It's a free-for-all.
But how do you pick? They must be so disorganized. Like, somebody... There has to be some sort of, like... We have North Pole time. We believe it is noon right now. And just stick with that. Like,
yeah.
I feel like they have no time zone answer is... It's unfair. What if I need to go to the North Pole for something? How am I going to keep time?
Just go back to what your homeland time is.
But how do I... Anyway, we're not going to get too into it.
It's dependent on the person. So for you in the North Pole, it could be 2 p.m. For me in the North Pole, it could be 5. Like,
I'll see you there at 4. No, that's a perfect example. Yeah, I'll see you at 4.
Okay.
And then... It's so crazy. But what did you want to mention about AI? Is there something...
Oh, yes. I have questions. AI. Artificial intelligence. I'm not very smart. But I seen this guy there's like a clip on TikTok. He let ChatGPT take over his finances, like, completely. Like, it automates all of his payments going out. It knows what payments are coming in and, like, roughly how much they're gonna be. Because obviously, like, if you skip a day of work, unless you go and tell ChatGPT that you skipped a day of work, it's just gonna assume that you worked a full week. But he had it set up to first go through all of his subscriptions and find out, like, which ones he doesn't use, and it went and it canceled those subscriptions for him, saving him money, obviously. And then he ran through ChatGPT for it to go through all of his, like, purchases and stuff and find out easy returns or, like, refunds that he could get based off of purchases that he's made. And so it went through, like, all of his finances, and it noticed that he paid for Wi-Fi in a flight. And so ChatGPT asked him, like, did the Wi-Fi, like, was it working well? Did you have any issues? Blah, blah, whatever. And the guy said, no, it wasn't really working that great. And ChatGPT went through the airline's chat box, talked to them, and filed a complaint, and then got the refund for the in-flight Wi-Fi. And it ended up saving him, like, obviously it's not saving him, like, $1 bajillion, but, like, it saved him a good chunk of money so far. But I just don't know if I trust AI yet with all of my, like, banking information.
Why?
I don't know, because what if somebody, like, hacks into it and then gets all my passwords and, like, steals all my stuff?
I see that.
That's the part that I don't trust.
But I'm just looking like a personal assistant. I love that we're getting close to that point where in 5 years, my iPhone could basically plan out my whole day and do everything automated. And, like, I'm waiting for that core. Because even remember that movie that we watched with, I forgot what his name, the Fortune one? What was the...
Operation Fortune.
Yeah. What was the... Spoiler, but... What was the thing, the product that they were transferring? An AI. A super AI that the moment it's activated could remotely switch bomb codes and, you know, activate...
Is that what they were after? Truthfully, I don't really know what they were.
You didn't? We watched the same movie. You didn't fall asleep?
I didn't fall asleep.
So what? We watched the same movie. So we saw Jason Statham. He did that, and he's like,
Jason.
I don't know. You know the British guy. You know who I'm talking about, bro. They literally explained so he could remote in the AI could remote in, launch a nuclear attack, and make it seem like another country did that.
Yeah, but they were talking about a lot of big words, and they were going back
Bro,
and forth.
they were gonna.
I just kind of lost.
They were gonna
interest
collapse
in it.
the entire financial market because it's all electrical and make the bank seem like they lost all the money. And that's why the guys were buying out all the fucking gold because that's gonna be the only currency that matters because the banking system will be shot, literally destroying through the anarchy and the rebuilding of civilization. They will literally be beyond gods.
That's wild. You want to know the movie from my perspective?
Uh,
They were going after the bad guys. The bad guys had something that obviously was going to do something really bad if they got their hands on it. And then there were these other guys that were also bad guys that were trying to fight and get it. And in the end, the good guys won. Period. Earth is saved. That's also literally every Marvel movie to me.
I can't watch a movie with you anymore. If that's how I know you're watching the movie, we're sitting here watching an intense.
I was having a great time.
What were you doing when they were explaining all this stuff?
Thinking thoughts.
Thinking thoughts. You know where this? I've seen this actor before. Let me Google the actor like that, bro. How do we miss? I don't want to be too hard on this topic, but how did we miss a whole plot line? A chunk plot, like that was the whole thing. Like, well, what is it? Because it was like everyone's asking, "What's in the box? What's in the box? Is it a box?" Yeah, because
that's the thing. Is like through the whole movie, they didn't even know what they were really looking for, and
until they said it.
They got to the end, and then
not to the end. No, we were an hour in. The movie was about 2 hours total.
Yeah, something like that, like an hour 45.
We were 45 minutes into the movie, and I remember because it was one point that paused, and we saw like an hour chunk left, and I was like, "Oh, so this movie's pretty long." We hadn't discovered it by that, but shortly after that hour mark or 45-minute mark, they said, "Actually, so this is what we need," because now went from looking for the product to now we have the product. Now we have to convince that other guy to give us the next talk. Well, so AI, yes, the idea of AI. I'm ready for the automation. I mean, I don't want to get too religious and
I just know that my job could very easily
replaced with AI.
Yeah,
150%. Yeah, anything data entry, anything done online is
like I love that for me. But then also, who's gonna pay my bills? You know, so
yeah. The only thing is just keep banking on the fact, not banking on the fact, but the people that we're currently under, and it won't really be a big deal until the people that we're growing up with are like the leaders of the world.
Yeah.
Because that'll be like the new standard. Because right now it's still run by old school people that still want to be in the office and get the work done.
Have real people and talk to real people on the phone.
They won't know any different. But with the AI, what I was mentioning, I didn't want to get too woosha with it. But Elon Musk is developing Neuralink, right?
Yeah.
And so the Neuralink, I mean, the dumbed it down. I'm really dumbing it down. Even I don't know it that well, but basically all it will do is give you like a computer brain. So you're not replacing your brain.
So I'm the AI.
Kind of. So basically, our phones are super fast, but look at this time frame, right? I have to grab my phone and then open up my phone and type it. This is a data issue, like a data lag issue. If I could do all of this by just thinking it, I can think phone calls, think a calculator equation, what were you thinking of? I could think porn. But anyway, what are you thinking?
It's really funny that you say that because literally every time we go over to my parents' house, my mom always tells me, she's like, and if they bring in computer chips, you better not get a chip.
Bro, I'm trying to get the whole
And meanwhile, I'm here thinking like, because, like, I'm on the fence. Like, I'm definitely going to allow a bunch of other people to do it first, and they can be the guinea pigs, and they can test it. I'm not going to be one of the first people to do it. I probably won't even be within the first, 100,000 people to do it. But I know you would be immediately signed up.
Yeah, because I'll be a super lit...
Unless the first round of it fucks everything up, and then you're brain dead and a vegetable. So I would say at least give it a few shots.
Elon Musk, if you're hearing this, sign me up.
Wait until V6 comes out.
Sign me up. No, sign me up. Because if I'm the first in line, think about it. I could be sitting here in real time, like looking at crypto markets at the same time while I'm like, actually typing out like something changed. Like, I'll be beyond.
Isn't that just like imposing ADHD onto yourself? Like smarter ADHD, but still ADHD. Because you're just going to have so many things going on in your brain all at once. And that's what ADHD already is.
It's different.
Except we just don't have all the answers. We
You
just
don't
have
have
all
the
the questions.
Well, I didn't really look at it like that. That's interesting. But yeah, that AI, so the whole idea of AI helping, because that was the whole roundabout at the beginning of this conversation. Yes. I love the fact, like, I even make emails for work.
Through AI.
Using AI things. Like, I tell ChatGPT, can you tell Lorraine that, we were not going to approve her for a trial for this, but be polite. Yeah. And then it gives a nice fucking
paragraph. What I would really get, like, good use out of for ChatGPT is, like, when we get older and, like, more people start dying around us, I don't do well with death, and I don't do well with, like, what to say to people when other people die. So this way I can have ChatGPT come up with my condolence message, like, oh, like, I'm so sorry for your loss, and blah, 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 whatever.
The family is never broken. Like, exactly that. Okay. Nice little
Like,
AI.
I really don't. Like, I told you this, like, a couple weeks ago, one of my coworkers, they experienced a death. And it wasn't, like, in their family. It was just, like, a friend of a friend.
You had met them
right?
before. You knew of them.
And so, like, I had just come up and like, hey, like, how's your day going? Blah, 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 whatever. Like, trying to make regular small talk. And she's like, oh, I just found out, like, this person died. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, goodbye. I'm gonna walk away now. Like, I don't know what to say to you at that point. I'm obviously on a different level than you are right now emotionally. I don't want to impose my happiness onto your solemnness.
It's not even like imposing happiness. I don't want to say anything to make you more upset. I don't want to be the ass in the room that says something that triggers you. Like,
and like, I also don't want to just brush over it.
Exactly.
Because then what if you get upset that I didn't mention anything about it? But if I do mention something about it, what if you get upset that I mentioned you? So, like, because everyone deals with grieving and stuff differently.
Can we just accept, at least from us, like, anybody that knows us and we just sit there in silence, know that we care with that silence. We just don't want to say the wrong thing. Like, I wish I could say all my friends that.
And that goes, for me personally, that goes for literally anything. If you're coming to me crying about anything, like your boyfriend broke up with you, your dog died, your grandma ran away with some guy that's 10 years younger than you, like, if you come crying to me, I will sit there and I will be silent and I will listen to you, but I don't do well with crying.
At all. At all.
So don't come to me if you want a loving experience in that time of need. Come to me if you want truth and advice.
Advice? Oh, don't even come to me for that.
Nah, because I'll give you advice. It's definitely not going to be the advice that you want to hear. But it's going to be the advice that you have to hear.
Okay. Now, MILF Manor.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that a few episodes
just give it
ago.
a little run of the recap.
Okay, recap. MILF Manor, new reality TV show. Mothers that are obviously older. MILFs are on the show looking for younger men. The show provides the younger men. The catch is the younger men are also the sons to the mothers on the show. So basically, you as the son are sitting there watching your mom go after guys that are around your age, but then you also are going after the other mothers around them. So it's a whole thing. Some people might be into it. Not me.
Yeah.
I would not go on a dating show that my father is also a part of.
That would actually be, if you flipped it, DILF
Manor?
DILF Manor or DILF House. DILF House. So the daughters come in and the
I could go for a DILF though.
And then I'm just thinking about like the dads looking down. And
I think it would be rougher for the dads than for the daughters. But anyways, so MILF Manor, I saw a new update. a new clip from the show was released. Because I'm not actively watching it, but I do, like, get clips here and there, like, on Twitter or, like, on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. And most reality shows, especially, like, dating ones, have, like, certain challenges and stuff within the show to make it more interesting. They decided to do a challenge where you have to go through a pile of underwear and pick out which one is your mom's, and vice versa. So the moms had to go through a pile of underwear, pick out which ones are their sons, which for the moms should be easy because you're doing their laundry anyways.
But the mom, they look at, that's
but
gross.
The sons, and there was one son who picked out his mother's song. It was like, for sure, this is hers. And sniffs it. And not like, oh, like the side strap band. Like the literal part that cradles the coochie and the string that goes up the butthole. Well, not up the butthole, but like right adjacent to the butthole. He sniffs it. Disgusting.
What can I say? What can you say? Did he get called out on Twitter? Like, I hope he got...
So a lot of people were saying that's absolutely disgusting and very weird. But, like, he seemed very confident about it.
Nah, you gotta pay me, like... That's, like, $100,000. Just... Nah.
Yeah.
I bet somebody said put $80,000 in your face.
Like, nobody... Part of the challenge was not to sniff it. That was his own volunteer.
Little pose on it, you know what I'm saying?
That was his little... I don't know what he wanted to do with that. So yeah, he sniffed his mom's panties. I just hope and pray that those were clean.
I just hope... Does the mom know?
Yeah, she was there watching.
Watching!
Yeah, the moms had to stand in a line and watch as their sons pick through the underwear and pick out which ones are theirs.
Shameless.
It's shameless. It was an outdoor activity. They had like a table there, and like the guy would come up and like he would see all of them.
I'm gonna have to see this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see if I can find the clip for you, because it also goes through like the little like side cameras where it's like the mom and the son like sitting on camera together, like talking about it like before they did the challenge. And the one of the moms was like, he's not gonna be able to find mine because I don't wear any. And the son was just looking at his mom like so disgusted. And like the whole thing was just uncomfortable to watch.
The thing,
because the moms were so like okay with it.
Okay, now
which is weird.
Now go up to you. That's what I was saying. Go up to you. You're a mom.
No.
You're in a situation like you're like, all right, your son has to find your underwear.
No, because I already was thinking about it like when I was watching the clip, and I'm like, because obviously I want my kids to learn how to do the laundry, right? So that they can be successful adults that at least know the basics. Mm-hmm. When I'm teaching our son how to do laundry, it's going to exclusively be loads of laundry that do not have my underwear in it.
Why are you so like uptight about that? Like,
because I just remember seeing my mom's underwear in the laundry, and I'm like, that's gross.
But so what, you don't want your son thinking you're gross? You're a mom. She's not gonna think you're gross. You're just gonna be like,
I don't know. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's because my family grew up like very like anti-sex, anti like nudity,
shake it off.
Anti
shake
like
it
is very like you came from a naked household.
Yeah, my mom didn't wear a shirt sometimes.
I came from an always clothed household. Like it wasn't until I was maybe like halfway through high school before I ever saw my mom wearing a shirt with no bra on underneath.
Interesting.
And it caught me off guard. I'll tell you that.
She's just looking like, morning, Kayla.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And because she was kind of like standing like this too to try, I think, sort of hide it. But there wasn't any hiding it. It was uncomfortable.
I need to I need to go out camping one time.
It was so bad that for the longest time, I thought women wore their bras to bed. So I wore mine to bed. Because that wasn't something we talked about.
Interesting.
Like, I think I stopped wearing my bra to bed in grade 9 because I read on the internet that it was bad for you.
It's stinky.
Yeah.
Nah, so the non-sexual household, like, you could be a no-shirt mom. Kind of like my mom was.
No.
So my mom would be getting ready for
I'll be a no-bra mom, but I'm not going to be a no-shirt mom.
Because my mom would literally, like, be getting me ready for church. And, like, she would be having her bottom skirt on with no shirt on. And then she'd be, like, combing my hair. Okay, make sure you go brush your teeth. And then we put on, like, cream on you. So she's sitting there creaming my face and stuff like that. It's like, okay, there you go. And then she continues to get herself ready. Titties out!
No.
Like,
I don't think that'll ever be me.
What are you nervous about?
Everything.
You think you're gonna turn on your son? What are your thoughts? Yeah, what are your thought process?
I don't think that's what it is. I just think, I know that, because if you go up to any, like, 2-3-year-old right now, and you ask them how old they think you are, at our age that we're at right now, they're gonna tell you, like, 40 or 50. Mm-hmm. And so I just know that, like, myself personally, I always looked at my parents as, like, old and gross. And I don't want to give them any reason to look at me and think I'm older and grosser, you know?
What if ultimately you're just, no matter how hard you try to fight it and keep appearances, Mom, you're old. Like, you
I don't know. It's not a comfortable thing for me. I don't even like being, like, fully topless just by myself.
What?
Like, I'll be topless.
Yeah, I've seen you do it before when you're...
Have you ever noticed I always cover myself with, like, a blanket? So, like, technically I'm not wearing a shirt, but I'm not sitting there.
Be confident. Like, just walk out titties and let those motherfuckers do what they need to do. We'll test it tonight.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Wait, why?
Because
I want this when we're hanging out.
I'm too tired to do tests.
When we're hanging out and sitting over there after shower and everything, just wear shorts. No top. Just have boobies out while you're watching TV.
With a blanket.
You can have a blanket surrounded, but I don't want any shirt on.
Okay.
Deal? Let's push wash it. Okay, what time we got? No, we're making good time. I just want to make sure that we don't get too past it. So
look at this camera.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm really, every time I look over it, remember, if you're looking, we look at that there. But every time we're talking to it, it's like we're looking directly at you guys. And this is like how...
Can you see us? Obviously, you can see us.
Can you see us?
We don't have the Majin M's, though.
Yeah. Oh.
Snapcam died.
Snap camera fully died. So now we're OG. I just think that the timing is just too annoying because we could really have...
We could have had the best of both worlds.
You know, HD
Snapcam.
HD Snapcam.
Oh, well.
Anyway. Maleficent.
Malignant.
Maleficent. Malignant. Is that one?
Malignant, yes.
Malignant.
Yes.
Is
a movie that we watched recently.
I don't want to give many two spoilers because the spoil in the movie is actually fucking, like, intense.
Yeah.
But I see why it was was it second movie in Canada or something right now?
Yeah, it's second top movie on Netflix in Canada right now. It came out in 2021.
That's what I'm saying. So it's been out for 2 years, and now it just caught spring. And let me just tell you guys, for a monster style or like, I'll say monster. What do you say?
Monster slasher.
Monster style. I got to see. You know, a lot of times, like, there's movies and they always, the perfect example, right? That witch, the Blair Witch Project.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So scary. People were freaking out with it, but you never see anything.
Yeah.
It's just, everything is weird and happening around you in anticipation, but like...
Yeah, I like when I can see the creatures.
Exactly.
Or like the ghosts.
What was that one that,
Insidious?
Smile.
Oh, Smile.
We got to see it.
Smile was a good one.
We got to see it. We got to see what was called. We got these figments pictures, all this stuff like
Insidious,
this.
you get to see the creature. Mama, you get to see it. Kind.
I don't like Mama. You got this. I saw her fate. Like
I like Mama. It was a good one. I have it on DVD.
Now I know you have it on DVD. 'Cause I know. Trust me. Curse video.
But yeah, no, Malignant was really cool because you got to see the thing. It is a really good concept. Executed a little bit cheesy.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, guys!
But
open
still,
the door.
If you can get over, because every horror movie is at least like
This
a
was,
little bit.
No,
cheesy.
Kayla, this was like the
this
music.
This one was a little bit more.
The
cheesy.
music, the camera angles, like bum bum.
Yeah.
Like they're just doing it like a '80s style slasher movie, but
it was still pretty good.
The idea of like if this was real is what kept me going.
Yeah, and like the concept is like very intriguing from like a psychological standpoint.
So yeah.
Without giving too much away.
Without.
Which is funny because this movie came out 2 years ago and we don't want to spoil it, but we just talked about Operation Fortune, which came out this year.
Not giving a fuck.
We gave the full rundown
because,
of the movie.
Listen.
It's really good though. It's got Jason Statham and Aubrey Plaza. And
Aubrey Plaza killed her role.
Yeah.
And you know why? She acted herself.
Yeah.
She literally acted herself.
I love Aubrey Plaza.
Oh my God, dude, you're such a cool boy. Like everything that you expect from from Community, not Community.
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec. The same chick that's basically in this movie. Let's talk about The Purge because I think it would be like a good 20-minute chunk going over that.
Yeah. So. What are you purging?
What am I purging? That's an interesting question because I want to do money.
Yeah, but everyone would want to do money.
Exactly. So I'm thinking if it's a yearly thing and I can plan for it, I also want to do dispensary. But again, I know a lot of niggas straight for the dispensary, and most likely the dispensary.
And the liquor store.
Yeah, they most likely have like a thingy. I might go to a different neighborhood.
You think?
Yeah, I want to shit where I eat. So like I wouldn't break the stores that would be around me, but like maybe do like a purge, like road trip, you know.
Ooh.
So
hit multiple towns.
Not like multiple towns because I don't want to be on the road. Like I want to like pick a town and just like go to work with this. You know?
think you would want to pick like a retirement town.
I'm looking at Elmer.
No, there's too many hicks with guns there.
Hey.
You'd get shot immediately. Because you're also.
Oh, because of my dreads.
Yeah, yeah, because they don't like dreads there. Anyways, you'd want to pick a retirement town.
Wait a minute, racism! Racism!
Don't point at me.
I'm not pointing at you. I'm saying, but that's what you.
In that town?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
God damn. Okay. Retirement towns. Okay.
Retirement town, cause very easy to run over, very easy to overpower, and like take over the main position, alpha formation, you know,
of the night,
and then, cause like retirement, they always have like little pharmacies and stuff, cause old people are always sick of something and have underlying diseases. Hit up pharmacies, get a bunch of pills, sell them off to kids afterwards.
Oh my God, it's not sell off.
And I was even thinking optometrists. Snatch all the glasses and contacts, sell them to people afterwards.
But I'm just saying, everything sounds like a good idea, but also there's a better idea, and I think I might just get decision blindness and or decision thingy.
But I feel like if it's a yearly thing, you have the whole year to like figure something out.
Yeah.
And then you always have next year to do your other plans.
I just think that I'm gonna have a big plan, but either one I'm actually gonna get caught up and get glipped. But at the same time, I might just do like light purging. Like I had this whole thing. I'm gonna run this store, hit this store, get this and that. But all I really did was hit 2 stores and kill 1 person in self-defense, and then continue on my night.
You would really have to make sure you don't make any enemies during that year, though.
Yeah. Also now that's something too. I'm making a road trip. Yeah. Now that you brought it up, like not killing people, but
killing people.
Killing people. I guess so. I was just gonna rough up the house. I was gonna just do all the things that would be illegal. 3 buckets full.
Nah, if you make me mad enough, I'm killing you.
Can you purge in? I guess you can purge in house. I'll get the Nerf gun.
Oh, I wouldn't. Not you.
Oh.
I mean, like, I just meant in general. Like,
if
anybody makes me mad enough, I'm killing them.
I thought you said, like, if we got into, like, a marriage argument, like, and it's purging time, yeah.
Oh, imagine we get into a huge argument the night before Purge.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll be like, don't even have to argue. I'll be, you know what, Kayla? Have a good night. That moment, I
would have to leave. I would have to go to a different, like, country, I think.
My country? I'll find you.
No, you won't. Oh. Not within 24 hours.
Why would you leave? You don't. Why don't you try to retaliate back to me?
Nah, it would be more fun to run away.
I gotcha, bitch. Now you kill me legal. You're going to jail.
You're stuck with me for another year.
Get him next year, man. Oh, when I get that ass. When I get that whole year, I'm just be sitting there eating my cereal, just like.
We could make it like a fun game of like Marco Polo.
It's like, why are you packing your bags? Oh, I'm just going. Like, I'm not gonna kill you this year. I don't want to kill you.
I'm not gonna kill you this year.
I don't want to kill you this year. Stay.
Yeah.
When I get
but
that.
I think mostly, honestly, I would probably just go out and purge and like get groceries and like things that we need for the house for the year.
And then like Best Buy. Now I'm thinking about it.
Like Costco.
Best Buy. Get some PCs. Like yeah. Graphics card. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I would know. I'd definitely be electronic based, and even if it's down in the future, if there's other, like, you know, like newer iPhones, all that stuff like that. Yeah. Like things that I know that are gimmicky that I would do if I had money in excess, but I'm not because, you know, I'm going on through. So, like, yeah, like even for the camera, like, steal a camera.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, the whole thing about killing in the Purge, I know we're talking about it lightly, but we are talking about, like, killing a person. So, I don't think the thing that would only, like, make me feel comfortable in doing it is if
it's a stranger.
Not even just a stranger, if it's been a norm. So like even during the first, let's say this is the first Purge.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do it my first Purge. Maybe the second one.
That's what I'm saying. Like I want it to be like okay.
Just because like I don't know, I feel like the first Purge they'd be like, oh yeah, it's okay to do all the illegal things.
But you don't.
But then I feel like the government has that funny little thing where they're like, yeah, we said that, but
yeah, but murdering not.
So I'm just gonna make sure that anyone
that murdered during the first Purge has to be reindicted because now switch. Okay.
Yeah.
We're losing too many people.
Yeah.
No more killing in purges. Anyone that's previously in purge. So like,
yeah,
that's why I say it'll be. It's not even like a moral thing personally, and this is what I hate that's about it, because I'm very much, if society is okay with it in the norm, and even if it's like blatant injustice, put out the window because we can talk that. But like something like squishing an ant, if that's killing, that's destroying something. You are like killing bugs, but the world doesn't look at it like that. Oh, I have a better example. Fish. Certain fish have like the same cognitive ability of like a small dog, but you kill a dog, everyone's up in arms. But we're slaughtering fish by the thousands. So where do you draw the line?
If it's a complete stranger, I feel like I could probably kill him, no problem.
I don't need to know any story. I don't need to. Don't let me.
Because I can dissociate enough to think that like, oh, they're just NPCs. Mm-hmm. Like there's no like mental, like.
Yeah.
You know.
My cancer has to be turned off because. If my cancer thing is turned on,
you're just gonna start crying.
Yeah, like I hit him one time. He's like, "Please, help my family." I'm like,
"Ah!" That's why, especially your first murder, you don't go something so personal where you have to like hit them multiple times. You want a gun and you want to shoot it right, and you want to kill them first shot. That way, they don't have a chance to beg for their lives.
Oh.
Because if they start begging,
I'm done.
The cancer in you is gonna give up.
I'm giving it. No, I'm giving it to like, okay, bro, here you go, brody. Like, who am I to snuff out another life?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think bottom last topic on it. Again, if we've done like the fourth and fifth Purge and everyone's just like, yeah, that's a great killing. I'm like, okay. I'll be able to resolve it myself knowing that it's okay because this is what we're doing now. This is the norm now. So.
I think I would probably get a little trigger happy during the Purge.
Hey, what?
Mostly because I would be so paranoid that people are coming after me that I'm just going to shoot them first.
Shoot first and ask questions. Bro, like you just, hey Caleb, hey. Like he turned to his side. He wasn't even reaching for nothing.
Like any person comes up to me and says something, dead. Like you're gonna try and kill me. I can't. Because I just know that I make people. I don't know why I make people mad at me.
I know why.
I know why.
You know why, but we're not gonna. It's not for this. It's not for this. All right, guys. Time for the next segment in the podcast. If you guys are on video, you should be able to see it now. Oh. Where is it? Yeah, if you guys are on video, we have our tier list.
We're gonna do a cartoon. We're switching completely over. Purge out the window. Horror movies out the window. Childhood cartoons.
Here we go.
In.
All right. So first and foremost, on a scale of S, A, B, C, or D, D tier being the lowest, S tier being the highest.
Yes.
The first cartoon we have is Arthur.
S tier.
S tier?
Yeah.
Yeah. From life lessons to music choices to just characters, you know, everything.
It's a classic. I would sit down and watch Arthur now.
Arthur, I mean, we don't even have to talk in between us. S tier, S tier, S tier.
S tier.
S tier beyond S tier. Okay. Next thing we have is All Grown Up, the Rugrats sequel.
Oh, All Grown Up?
I'm giving that a B tier. C tier.
C tier.
C tier. You know,
because it's not Rugrats. Rugrats is way better.
A reason why I'm giving it C tier is because the concept is the only thing that's saving it for me.
Yeah.
Like, the way that the characters grew up, like, they didn't say, like, they acted as how they acted as kids, but, like, it was just, their personalities didn't feel like they translated over as adults.
But it was, like, it was one of those
It's
shows
ambitious.
Where you would watch it if it was on, but you wouldn't, like, choose it.
I'm never going to switch to All Grown. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, that's the perfect example of it, is just, if it's there, I'll watch it, but I'm not going to push to it. So, yeah, we put that at C tier. Next thing we have is Blue's Clues, the original Blue's Clues, the first Blue's Clues with that's Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a B.
I think
A.
C.
No, I'm gonna give it a B. Fuck you mean?
I wasn't a Blue's Clues kid.
I think that might be it. I even if I'm thinking of like, you know, Big Comfy Couch, like all the Treehouse shows, you know, Dora, Blue's Clues was fun to participate in.
So growing up, I didn't like those shows where they stare at the camera and ask you questions.
That just might be you.
Because I was looking there, and, like, even as a child, I was like, you can't hear me. So why am I going to waste my time and answer your dumb questions?
Why are you so...
Like, that's why I never liked Dora the Explorer, like, Diego, like...
We're going to have an issue, because I was the opposite. So I would be that time. Sometimes I'd be like, I'll say the wrong answer just because he's like, you're right. And like, I'll think like I won. But genuinely, yeah, I'll be like, well, can you see Swiper? I'm sitting there, Swiper! Shit! Damn it.
Swiper, no, swipe it!
Like, you know what it is? You just fall for the illusion. There's this weird thing, and I see it because as a kid, we, like you said, you know it's objectively fake, but you roll with it as if it was real, and then all of a sudden you're just on a roller coaster, and that's where like this imagination thing comes from. You know you're not.
I didn't have an imagination. See, and that's like, you know, sometimes I doubt myself where I'm like, because obviously like we've talked about it before. I think that I could, you know, possibly be autistic, and sometimes I'm like, oh no, you're not. You're just, you know, like self-diagnosing, just blah blah blah, whatever. And then I think back to, like, moments like that in my childhood where I would, like, consciously watch. Like, I'm, like, 4 years old, 5 years old. I'm watching Blue's Clues. And I'm like, this is the dumbest show I've ever seen because I know you can't hear me. Why are you asking me questions?
Yeah, like...
Or, like, I thought because it was so, like, so popular on TV for, like, kids to have imaginary friends that I thought I wasn't normal because I didn't have an imaginary friend, and I tried to force it. I tried to come up with an imaginary friend and talk to it, and that probably only lasted like 20, 30 minutes because I'm like, this is stupid.
Well, I mean, if you ever want to do a test, it's free.
Yeah.
It's free.
Anyways,
so, I'll settle free for C tier because okay. I might be projecting my thing. Okay. Oh, from the cartoon creators of Fairy Godparents, all that stuff, we have Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom.
I really loved Danny Phantom.
I'm putting that at A.
I'm thinking A too.
It didn't like I would put it on, like I would wait to watch it, but then there's definitely other things I want to save like the S tier like things for. Yeah. This is just a good show. It hit everything right. some of the side characters weren't super memorable, but like they hit it right with that. Bro, the Wiggles.
D.
I'm about to put that shit at S. Fuck you mean? D?
D.
Fruit salad.
Yummy,
Don't even
yummy.
you sing that song too. D tier at the bottom. D.
C.
No, the highest the lowest I'll let you even think of is maybe a B, and that's just because you might not be. Who the fuck are you gonna put who the fuck are you gonna put Wiggles at B tier? What do you?
I don't know.
What don't you like about it?
It's just a bunch of grown men.
Forget about what's actually happening and look at the show. We have the octopuses, like we have learning, like of the early shows. The soundtrack was fire. Oh my god, this show is stupid. Why is this 35-year-old, 40-year-old man smiling in my face? So that means all like Foursquare, arts and crafts, like all those shows.
Ooh, I fucked with Art Attack.
But still, why is this grown ass man sitting?
But that was just because he would like teach me like actual arts and crafts that I could do at home. Like it was educational.
Okay. Remember the show Mighty Machines? Did you fuck with that?
A little. Like I wouldn't choose it, but like I would watch it.
What was your problem? What was your problem with Mighty Machines?
There was no people.
It's just like construction, like.
Yeah,
machines talking like they
as if they were people.
I
yeah.
love that part. Like, oh, look at this. This is real heavy. I'm like, I'm sitting here like.
But the Mighty Machines theme song slaps.
Mighty Machines, like good old fashioned American rock. Okay, I'll have it. Okay, we'll put it at C tier to agree.
No, we can put it at B.
B, thank you.
Yeah,
because I was about to say, Zaboombafu.
I really like Zaboomafoo.
I'm putting that at A because
I think A too.
The animal interaction with they actually have.
And I liked where they had the feeder with all the snacks, and it was always like something different, you know.
Mm-hmm. And then like the fact like the actual lemur, the Zaboomafoo himself, would come to life after being a monkey. And look, that was fun.
The cut scenes where it was a real life lemur jumping around in the trees, and then it would cut back into the fake
Crab Brothers. The Crab Brothers bag, if they were paid properly for the impact, like if the bag reflected the impact they had on the people.
Well, they have a new show.
That's what I'm saying. No, like they.
Yeah.
My final, like their bag must be huge.
It has to be.
They have to because they moved 2 generations.
Yeah.
All right. So next we have the original Rugrats. I put that in. I'll say mine for A tier.
A.
What do you put
I'm going between A and B.
Why? What's putting down? Okay, let me include this, the Rugrats movie as well. Like,
A tier.
Think about what this show did. You know, like that's A tier.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit here and just like try to convince you. Like, stand on your opinion. If you disagree with me, stand on it. You know, like I want you to be comfortable in doing that.
So Tom and Jerry for me.
I'll give it a B tier. I laughed, but like again, it's not something I'm rushing to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like. And I know a lot of people, that was some like their only things.
I love Tom and Jerry.
Where are you going to put it?
I'm going to put it at A for sure.
A for sure? I mean, like I said, I laughed. If you're talking about like the whole Looney Tunes experience, of course I'm going to put it at A tier. But if it's specifically the Tom and Jerry like close-up with just them.
No, Tom and Jerry was my favorite out of all of them.
Dude, I love the Wile E. Coyote.
Oh, really?
I'm everything he did, I'm like... I'll be rooting for him the entire time. It's just he's never so close. I give it to A tier because again, I gotta respect the impact that it has, as well as it made me laugh. Powerpuff Girls, I put
S tier.
S tier. The
S tier.
villains,
amazing.
The show, like
Miss Bellum, amazing.
Like just the show itself, it ate. Like it had like interesting stories. They pushed it like. Bubbles being evil for a second or being angry Bubbles, the other Powerpuff Girls trying to join into as well, like being like a fake Powerpuff Girl. Like
Clover was always the one for me.
Clover?
Yeah. I know, like I'm more Buttercup, but I always wanted to be Clover.
I mean, everyone I've met that knows you would probably pick you as Buttercup, but
yeah.
Why not? But yeah, S tier. Little Bear.
Little
The
Bear.
nostalgia is hitting me very hard with this. I don't remember much about it objectively, but I remember the feeling it gave me. And like the
Yeah.
boom, 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 like the ambiance that it gave me is giving me like BA, but I don't remember enough of the show to
I want to say B.
B. I
Just
like
because I do remember feeling good when I was watching it, but obviously it wasn't impactful enough for us to like remember.
All right, the Lilo and Stitch
I love
show.
Lilo and Stitch. Oh, the show?
The show.
I never really watched the show.
Really?
The movie, amazing.
If you want to hang it, honestly, I'm okay with hanging this in the same level as the movie because it's already here. Movie is S in my period, like A tier, S tier, but I'll put it down to A tier just to, leave room for the real S tier, the full S tier. Codename Kids Next Door. Do you watch it much?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I remember really enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would put it S tier.
I was A tier. I was gonna put it at A tier.
Yeah.
I was gonna put it A tier. It hit all the spots. It hit all the spots. Like I said, villains, memorable. The character developments as you progress through, and even when they had like their movie moments, like the Codename Kid Next Door movie, and like.
And I like how they were all numbers.
Yeah, it's a fun concept. Fun show. I like that.
S tier. Do you even have to ask?
Fairly
Odd Parents.
Don't even
amazing.
I'm gonna remove Cat Dog because
I never really watched Cat Dog.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna put it down here. But yeah, Fairly Odd Parents. Argue with your fucking mom.
Yeah, you cannot tell me that Fairly Odd Parents is not S tier.
The moment that Poof was introduced, it worked a little bit, but then it slowly started to go down. Now they added a dog, and now they added another. Like, I know where we're at with the show. And now there's
the live action
I know where we're at with the show and the series, and it breaks my heart every single time. But Fairly Odd Parents, we know what it did. It did the fuck what it was supposed to do. So, Drake and Josh.
Hug me, brother.
I'm giving it BA. This goes to show, like, if you're just looking at the screen right now, how fucking banger our childhood was already. Like, we haven't even elected one D tier because I saved one of them because Kayla wanted to put the Wiggles at D tier, but I would not allow it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put Drake and Josh at B. What do you put in it?
Yeah, I think B. I think B is fair.
It was a good time.
I did really enjoy it, but
yo, Izzy, this is a big fuck you too as well. But the Adventures of Flapjack.
I liked Flapjack. I really enjoyed it.
I'm putting that at A tier comfortably just because, again, story and the animation. If you like Chowder but don't like Flapjack, I don't know what you're...
See, the thing is, though, like, if Chowder was on this list, which I don't see it, I would put Chowder at A tier and Flapjack at B.
Yep.
Because Flapjack, even though it's great, was not better than Chowder.
But Flapjack was what I would be watching while I'm waiting for Chowder.
Yeah.
That's what Flapjack was what I'd be waiting for. And Nettie, you didn't watch much of this?
I did not. So I'm going to let you kind of take this
This
one.
carved out my childhood, bro. The reason why I eat Jawbreakers today is because of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, I'm putting this at A tier already.
All I know is the dumb one is my favorite one.
He ate a bed. Like, we've seen him, like...
Yeah.
And the side characters are memorable, too. Was it Rolf?
Yeah.
The old boy's looking at him like, he put a hammer on his head. He's like, what is that?
The one with the yellow shirt, I don't know, that's an Ed or is that an Eddie?
Which one?
The one with the yellow shirt, that one, yeah.
Eddie. I think that's Eddie.
He kind of grossed me out.
Yeah, we all knew a friend that kind of like seen that like sort of like a squarish head, like sort of like kind of a chubbyish kid. But
and so like I think he's the main reason why I didn't really want to watch it as a kid. But like as an adult now, like I would probably watch it.
It's so good. It's good. I'll be able to elevate that here to A tier.
Oh, you moved the wrong one.
We put that at B. Because we put that at.
Oh, you moved the adult or the teen Rugrats. That's the one that you moved. So put that.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Kim Possible.
S tier.
S tier. I was gonna be comfortable putting it at A tier. I'm kidding.
Chigo, Draken,
Dog,
Junior.
Bro, I quote that show to this day too. Like, are you daft, man?
I got in trouble because of that show.
With your mom?
Yeah.
What's the dealio?
So there was one day, and I was staying home sick from school that day, which honestly is probably the main reason why I got in trouble. But I was watching it, and you know how like in the theme song or whatever, and she's like going around like she's doing all these kicks and these jumps and doing whatever, and my mom had made me a smoothie that I was supposed to drink because it's gonna make me feel better, right? And the smoothie was in a glass cup. It was on the coffee table, and I'm all over the couch jumping around doing whatever, and my mom had one of those big yoga balls on the ground, and I thought, bright idea, let me kick it real hard. I kicked it, that shit bounced off the wall, hit the smoothie, shattered the glass, smoothie everywhere. My mom was so mad, but I was a super spy.
A super spy. And that's why it's like S tier.
Yeah.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
For me, S tier.
I was gonna say A tier because I want to leave room for the full S tiers, but like I don't want to be out here saying like you're a banger. You're a banger.
But these shows are bangers.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that S tier. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Again, the characters were so memorable. I love that big episode where everybody wanted blue, and they all kind of like protect like all the even like the Duchess, Cheese,
Eduardo.
Oh, all good. All right, we're getting close to the end of this. Oh, we still have a couple. Never mind.
Bear in the
Big Blue House. I'll give it a B. Because it's one of those shows again I was watching when I was really, really young, so I don't know if it's nostalgia pulling me or objectively what is it, but
yeah, let's put a B. Mm-hmm. If there was like an in between tier between A and B, I would put it there.
A B plus.
Because it is above Wiggles.
Whatever. Okay. Ben 10. Did you watch Ben 10?
I did, actually, a little bit.
I'm giving that a comfortable A tier. I'm not S tier. Comfortable A tier. The reason why I don't give it S tier is because they just kept stacking on the story. Now there's this alien. Now there's another alien. Now there's this alien. Now, but actually there's this alien that could have been like, I'm like.
So then maybe I didn't watch, like, because I watched a few episodes when it first was like coming out, and that was like really fun to me. But I don't know if I would put it at A tier. I would put it maybe B. B for Ben.
B for Ben?
Yeah.
All right. I can respect your opinion on that.
So there was more than 10 monsters?
Way more than 10.
So then why it's not Ben 10 anymore?
Way more than
By
10.
that logic, it should be D tier.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I will not allow. Lower than B tier is B. That's my absolute lowest. And even then, I'm not comfortable with that, man. Next thing we have Dexter's Laboratory. A tier. A tier. Just a good fucking show.
Yeah.
I watch this even like with you guys sometimes on stream. Like I watch that shit. It's so good. Grim Adventures of Billy Man. I know you want to put this at S tier. Like it just.
I actually don't. I want to put it at A tier because I don't think it's better than what we have in the S tier category.
Yes. Yeah. Because it was just a good ass cartoon that we remember, but like it didn't impact to this day. So I'll put that A tier. Next thing we have Dave the Barbarian. I think this might be a Canadian only one.
Ooh, that was fun though.
I would give it a B because
it
hit everything I needed growing up. I would wait to watch this show, but again, it didn't. I'm seeing some other ones down here that were on the same Disney channel that I would put this way above. Now let's take it back. Franklin. I didn't really fuck with Franklin too much.
Me neither.
I was gonna give it a C tier, just because what Arthur did what Franklin couldn't do for me.
Yeah.
I watched Franklin. I remember Franklin, but it just wasn't.
And it was okay when it was on. But Phineas and Ferb.
Where are you putting this? I want to hear your answer first.
B tier.
B tier. I think I was gonna put them too.
Because I feel like it would have slapped a lot harder if it came out when we were younger. But it came out when we were like, what, in grade 7, 8?
I will say, like, the Phineas and Ferb movies would say, like, there's the one where they had Slash actually in the movie, animated, and playing it. That
I just feel like
something.
Out of all of those episodes, Candace couldn't have gotten proof one time. One time.
No. Give her a bone.
Like,
one.
There wasn't at any point, like, there was so many. And I also didn't like how many days of summer vacation they had, because there's not that many
There's
days.
104 days of summer vacation. I'm like,
And I'm sitting here counting like July, August.
That's 60. Where's
And like
the other...
even there's a couple days at the end of June, and a couple days, I guess, at the beginning of September. So like, even if we cut it to like 70 days, that's still a whole month short. Like, you've done what kind of summer vacation?
I can only do 104 days of summer vacation. Next, Johnny Test.
I really like Johnny Test.
I was putting that at A tier.
A tier, yeah. Mm-hmm. Bling bling boy.
Yeah. Not bling bling.
Bling 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 boy.
My gym partner is a monkey.
I would put that at B.
B tier. I will accept that, because I know, again, my nostalgia is out here screaming.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna put this down too, because whatever.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy Neutron. Jimathan Neutron. Neutronium. I was gonna put this at A tier.
I'm thinking A tier too.
I was gonna put this at A tier, even though the people that are working on it say it was an animation nightmare, and if you're really paying attention, you can see a lot
of things that went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They had like no power for a while they were like trying to animate it.
Yeah, like it was still a
drawing in the dark. That's why I feel like it deserves its flowers, because they were put through so much.
It moved a nation.
Yeah,
it moved a nation.
And the movie was great.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I really liked the movie.
The concept made me really sit there looking around like, what if my parents actually left? Like,
yeah.
Like, the thought as a kid is like, if I had no parents, I could play video games forever.
Yeah, and it would be great for like a day, and then who's gonna make me food?
That's what I'm saying. I'm hungry.
Who's gonna drive me places? Because I don't know about you, but I lived in the middle of nowhere.
I was okay with driving. I was okay to like stand up. The driving, I was actually excited for.
Yeah, I could drive at that point.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Just not legally, I guess.
Courage, the cowardly, scaredly, the scaredly.
I didn't really watch that one.
It is good.
Is it?
Because every episode is like, you got your story, you got your introduction, your suspect, and then always at the end is kind of like a Scooby-Doo moment where it's like the thing is explained, and sometimes it's nothing that big, but sometimes it's actually like was like a fucking alien, and Courage was right. Yeah. But it's the same thing. Like the comedy was like, "You stupid dog! There's nothing out there," and then you see the fucking thing out there still. It was just funny. So I would put that. I'll allow you to put that at B tier, but I know you might make some people angry because this was that go over show. I want to be fair with us. With it.
Yeah, I'm okay with B.
Okay, Recess. You're thinking too long for me. I was gonna say S tier immediately. What are you? What are you holding back for? What about Recess is not S tier for you? Every character had a development. Every outside character. Remember when the big brother, Vince's big brother, like that whole thing, man, like.
I just feel like if we put Recess at S tier, then we should put Danny Phantom at S tier.
I'm okay with putting that. I'm okay with Danny Phantom where it's at. Recess really did because it was when you were having your own recess.
I like the Ashleys.
When you're having your own recess.
Yeah.
I would look in the back of my mind saying like, how is this like the show Recess? Where is the kids there? Like the sketchy kid. Where is like this kid, the kindergarten, like Recess, the show Recess made
I think
your
the
Recess.
Show Recess made me more disappointed when I got to real school Recess.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Because like, where's the giant pile of tires where I can make a fort on the inside with my friends?
Where's King Bob version of this? Like, where's
Where's the kindergartners that are like actual feral children? Mm-hmm. Like,
nah. So wait, I'll let you. Where are you gonna put final? Because I said my piece.
I'm okay with putting it at S tier.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, what's next?
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. Again, something I watched when I was super young. C tier. Yeah. I was okay with putting it at B, but yeah, I could put C tier. You're gonna again make some.
I just feel like Dave the Barbarian was better. And I feel like Johnny Bravo, if you've seen kind of like one or two episodes, you've mostly seen all of them.
Yeah.
Because it's really just him horny after women. And maybe just me as a female, I don't relate to it as much.
It was a different kind of comedy back then.
Yeah.
Like,
no, like, I thought it was funny. I can't relate to him because I wasn't constantly horny after women at that age, you know?
I guess, yeah. All right, last but definitely...
We don't even have to question it.
I'll put that as a B tier. SpongeBob?
Divorce. I would divorce you over that.
SpongeBob, you're going to put it at B tier? You divorce?
Yeah. How dare you?
Over SpongeBob?
How dare you?
I'm putting it at S tier. I'm putting it up. Like, there's a SpongeBob meme
for everything.
Every scenario in life. SpongeBob is literally...
And SpongeBob is, like, one of those things that has, like, still... Like, throughout all the, like, years, has still, like, maintained.
What do you see, guys? What do you guys see back there?
My jellyfish.
Tell me that this isn't a SpongeBob household.
This is it. And what you guys don't see is below this jellyfish, this jellyfish is a plankton.
Way below.
Is a squished plankton. So that when we turn the corner, we can kick the wall and it looks like we squished plankton. So like, this is...
So what I'm going to do, baby, I'm going to copy and paste this so you can post on Twitter to show our
yeah, so we can show the people that are not fortunate enough to watch the podcast. You can find it. I'll put it on our Twitter and also on in our Discord because we have a Discord now.
Yeah. Oh, so
by the way,
are we streaming right now? We're live. Guys, this will probably be the time where future, we'll put the link in chat for a Discord link or something like that, or Kayla.
Or if you're in Twitch, you can just do !Discord and it'll be there.
Oh yeah, !Discord. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyways, Kayla, give our socials one last time before we head on out of here.
If you're already watching us live, here we are on Twitch. But if you're not watching us live, we do podcast premieres usually every Tuesday. This week was an exception. But usually every Tuesday on Twitch, the Crazy Gates, that's it. And then everywhere else, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, it's just Crazy Gates podcast. That's Crazy, the letter G, the number 8S podcast.
And that's it.
That's it.
All right.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
We get to do it now.
Yeah, we can do it. Gremlin.